Alright. I don't know how long I'm planning to play tonight. I have been tired all day. I don't know why, but I went to a conference today for work called the ACPA conference, the American Concrete Paving Association. And it was honestly pretty interesting. Some decent research and whatnot has been done in the past year since I went last. And, yeah, just some things seem to have improved. Some opinions seem to have changed. Some research seems to have produced some good results. So, lots of interesting stuff. Okay. Yeah, I just was tired all day at the conference, plus eating breakfast and lunch off of a buffet like that with a bunch of people sometimes gives stomach issues, which just happens. It's part of just what happens when you eat like that. What? I dodged out of that, thank you very much. Nom nom. There we go. After leveling up just a couple times, you guys are a lot easier. Okay. I will say one of the most interesting things probably that I learned at the conference was recent research has shown that because whenever you test concrete, most of the time you do strength tests, and you test at 28 days and 7 and 28 days typically. 56 days are usually kind of left in reserve if you need them, but that is based on extremely old data, like 80-year-old tests and standards. So, but the federal... Ooh. Nice. What the feds are trying to do or researching is changing that, because cement is why that's the way it is.
My domain, young Ekon.
And since
You're mine. This is mine.
sorry.
You cannot win this. You're bleeding.
So are you. Jeez, how many times can you freaking use that? You know what? Screw you, even. Thank you. Ooh, nice. But yeah, so that strength test was built on such old data using just regular cement. And now there's a lot of supplementary materials put in to try and reduce the carbon footprint of cement, and just because cement is very expensive to make and use. So use stuff like fly ash or silica powder, just a few different alternatives, and their research has shown that it takes different amounts of time for it to cure to the correct strength. So that's something that was actually pretty interesting that I learned at our conference today. And it's also nice that we are finally going to electronic ticketing for basically anytime somebody orders something in construction, there's a batch ticket. Concrete, soil, aggregate, sand, you name it. Basically, it always has a ticket. Where the heck is this thing at? But now there is a push. Is this it? No. There's a push for electronic ticketing, which will be helpful because since I was a materials tester and I had to go out and do the testing in the field a lot of the time, or all the time, I know that tickets can get smudged. They can get things that just get rubbed off because of the ink or because they get bustled around in a truck. And electronic ticketing will be very helpful for that. Then you won't have to store boxes and boxes and boxes of paper receipts. So two fairly significant things that were presented today. It's pretty cool. Where the heck is this letter? The other interesting thing is that the feds are finally trying to push out the slump test for concrete, which has been a standard test since the 20s, I think. And it is an extremely outdated test. It does not actually test what it really needs to. What it used to be for was to prevent concrete companies or contractors, because back in the 20s when that was developed, all that was really going on that was bad was contractors or Oh. Or the other companies, they would add extra water to the cement, to the concrete, to try to save money, kind of cheat out. And so with the slump test, you could test, hey, is there too much water? Does it slump down too much? But now, since we don't really do that, and we have stuff that makes the concrete more flowable other than just water, do a bunch of chemical additives to it to help it work better, it's really not a valid test anymore. It doesn't do anything, so it's nice to know that they're finally making a push for that. Me and my professor in concrete, when I was in school, talked about that quite a bit, because it was always just kind of a dumb test, because it doesn't really tell you anything. But I digress. Aubrey Reed's second letter. My dear son, this is the second letter for you. If you find this one, it means you'll probably have shown the first part to your sister Mary and to my dear Emmeline. Emmeline? I think it's a good thing you don't keep to yourself what you discover, but I leave that for you to decide. You remember our long walks in this park. Your mother taught you your alphabet under these trees. I hid so many wonderful treasures for you and Mary in this park. You were both so clever, so brilliant. I've always known you'd both become great people. I've always been proud of you. I was never able to conceal my pride when I was asked what you wanted to be. He'll be whatever he wants. Your mother was convinced you would be a great artist, like you'd be a great an artist like her. That sentence is not correct. You always liked to read and write. I still keep your very first poem, like I keep Mary's first drawing. You chose to follow medical studies. Your mother was sagacious enough to cover her trepidations and her worries. Me, I was happy you did not become a dull banker like me. You told us you wanted to pursue a career in medicine, to improve life for all, without consideration of wealth. I knew we, as your parents, had taught you the most important lesson of all, to respect each and every soul for what they are, not what they have. If you want to know more, all you have to do is remember which hospital you chose to apply for your first internship. I am as ever your loving father, Aubrey Reed.
I had almost forgotten I applied for a position at Pembroke. It was so long ago.
Okay, so I need to go over there for the third part. Anyways, let's see. There's nobody here who's sick. You have a cold in Whitechapel, and that's it. I believe I already made treatments for people. And those two have a cold. Okay. That's right. Pretty simple medicine for tonight. So, let's see. Go down here. Go out here. Because I don't think I can get over here yet. Yeah, I'm glad the conference was at least interesting today. I do like to go to them because they generally have a good amount of stuff for me to learn since I'm a young engineer. Didn't know a whole lot yet. But I was kind of tired and getting a little bit bored near the end for the last presentation that was over some new design software that the feds are working on, which was interesting, but I was just getting a little bit tired because of the day, so I just started reading a little bit of manga in there, but it's whatever. Some people left early, so, you know, not gonna complain that much. Sure, I have cold medicine. Right, can do this now. Nice. Okay, so cold medicine. Okay, good. I already upgraded you all the way. Already upgraded you all the way. There's not really anything else I currently need to upgrade. I think, like to upgrade you. Just as a straight damage dealer. But, eh. You over here by yourself? I mean, that's fine. So, now this door has been unlocked.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
There you are.
Mr. Beck.
Evening.
How are
The
conditions?
way this sickness is spreading,
Since
well, seen better day.
infecting you is probably the last thing on these people.
What? You give me this for free?
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
Where did he go? The other guy around here who sold, yeah.
Good evening, Benjamin.
On the front.
A gun?
Wasn't you? I was gonna say, it seems like the shopkeep doesn't really ever stray from his post.
Joe, please. Fancy.
You never? Right then.
See, you don't have any. I was hoping for some shells. I know that she doesn't have any either down here. I need to go up and. Well. No, I won't bother with that for right now.
I should.
Because I need still another one.
So pale, my lord. Would you like me to...
I've already been revived once. It was not my choice, though. Increasing the basic stats last time was a very good idea. It helped immensely. Plus the upgrade to the axe was very good.
This is not the place for you, sir. Go back home, idiots!
That's right. Oh nice, you gave me a shotgun shell. And you gave me nothing.
Over there! That leads us!
Some of these guys are now clearly completely outclassed. Now I can do
Done.
this. And there's supposed to be an achievement for that. It's kind of the whole reason I even bothered with it. Yeah. Oh, maybe I have to wait a night. Well, it's fine either way.
Good
Hey.
evening, Milton.
Good evening,
Milton.
Doc.
I'd like...
Wise choice.
Oh, nice. These are super cheap. Heck yeah, I'll take all of those. Thank you kindly, sir. Exactly what I needed. Let's see. So I need to find my initial application somewhere, I guess.
Too much energy for so little result.
Wonder if it's up on the 3rd floor or something. Nope. Actually, maybe if I talk to you... I can't go that way.
I cannot enter.
Let's see if you know anything about it.
Hello, Jonathan.
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology.
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, do you have...
Can I help you?
Thank
Yep. Okay, so I have to find it myself. Is this it? Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same as being a physician for the dead, I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war and that I saved many lives. As my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Okay, wasn't what I was looking for, but that's some good info. Rare species of vampires. As a scholar and exigent of ancestral writings, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends, ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about the hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, we must consider the possibility of undiscovered species of vampires, and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals, based on what we know and what we've gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was the vernacular term for what we had learned to call Ekon, until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that Volkods were a lupine-type vampire. We considered these creatures to be linked to the mythological werewolf. Now we know it is not true. About the rest? What about the Rakshasa from my homeland? What about the Chinese Jingashi? Or the Pechuan, or the Peshin of southern Chile? And without even leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bat-sheeped women sometimes seen flying around St. James Church in Louth? What about the creatures only identified as disaster in some obscure testimonies which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague all around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter, sometimes described by ancestral British Ekons as a legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and could go unnoticed amongst mortals and immortals? I tell you, brothers, we never can be too sure of what we could find, if only we could forget for a few minutes what we're supposed to already know. It is a fair point. Sometimes people get too focused on what they know, and they are hindered a little bit by it because they think that's all there ever is. It's actually ironic, that's kind of what changes in, it's what helps Sherlock Holmes in the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes movie, is he decides to delve into the occult, and that's how he figures out how to solve the case. Aubrey reads third letter, here we go. My dearest child, this is my last letter for you. I chose to hide it in the Pembroke Hospital. Do you remember how disappointed you were when your application was rejected? I had never seen you so upset. For days you did not say a word. This was the first time I realized the darkness you had in you, my son. The black stone embedded in your heart, hidden to all, which I sometimes saw in your sister too. I feared for you both, for I perfectly knew what it meant to feel this gloomy mood. The dark side of the reeds. The reason why I must go, now that I know I'm condemned. I'm sick, my son. The diagnosis is irrevocable and death will soon come. I refuse to be seen like this by those I love. This is my fault and my decision. You're so far away now, learning with this Dr. Carroll in Paris how to transfuse blood to save patients. Already thinking about how to improve the method you've helped to create. I'm so proud of you, my son, but you can't save me. I won't be Aubrey Reed. a dying banker surrounded by his friends and family, unable to leave his bed. I won't stand it. I don't accept it, so I left. Just like you left us to become the great surgeon you are destined to be. The great surgeon I never want to see next to me, looking at me, knowing I will die soon. Keep on studying, my son, because whoever you're destined to be, and do it for yourself, not for your old father who loves you. I have taken all the necessary measures to protect you, my family, of any dangers to come. I want you all to remember me as I was, not as I am about to be. I leave, for I love you, my pearls and jewels. I do it because I have this dark mood in me I hid from everyone for as long as I could. In a few days, I'll go where I stood when you left us for France. There, I'll leave a last gift for you. There, I'll vanish, never to come back. Farewell, Jonathan. I wish you to be as happy as I've been with you all these years. Kiss my Mary and my Emmeline for me. Take care of them. Farewell, my dear boy. Believe me ever, my dearest John, your devoted father. Aubrey Reed.
Southwark. My departure for France as a promising student. My return as a brilliant surgeon. About to be killed. Transformed.
Okay, all the way down there. Well, I need to go that way anyways. So that is convenient. At least now I can sprint for quite a while.
Jesus, I've never seen so many people gone.
It ain't human! Kill it!
You release you kill it. Kill it all you deserve.
You're impossible! Filthy piece of shit!
Yeah, when you're a higher level than them like that, they are really easy to kill. Hey, I'm not gonna complain. What world you guys doing?
Hey, I'm talking to you.
This one's mine! You bloody leech!
Nice dodge. And nice death. I could probably go and take her on down there now too.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
Two for the price of one. It's called efficiency stamina.
Steady, boys! Kill it! Fast! Die, vermin!
Oh, how about you die? Thank you. I did not click. What are you doing, game?
Easy does it, boys. We have to stop it. Away with it. Die, vermin!
See, what I don't know is, even if this is like before 1920, why do you have lights like this? It's not like they had generators like they do now.
Christ!
Enough jumping. Only dying for you. So, I need to go up here. Where's the door to get up again? Oh well, either way I need to go in here.
For now, you...
Foolish girl when
Do you need... Yeah. So you... Fair. Goodbye. Good evening.
Hello again.
Can I see...
As long as... Foolish girl and her three principles. She's got no idea what she's doing.
Alright, here's the door. Alright, I'll go here, then after that I'll go over here and take care of that. Then I'll go up and talk to Lady Ashbury. And then I'll do this. That may end up being all I do tonight, because I am a little bit tired. Plus I need to arrange and buy movie tickets for this weekend. My friend and I are going to see John Wick 4.
Die, Vance! Not human! He's dead! No rest for the wicked! One of them vermin!
What I don't know is where in the world they keep getting all these people from. Like, seriously, how many times do I have to kill everybody here? He left me an expensive watch. Wow. That was...
It's locked, all right.
Alright, time to go grab some more boosts to my XP. Buy a little bit of story, a little bit of side quests. Actually, so I didn't find you, so I do need to find you real quick when I'm back over there. Oh no, you're on the other side anyways. Okay, so, yeah. I might as well do these while I'm here too. Ah, crap. Oh well. Since I'm already most of the way over here, I will just do this one now. Because I might as well get all these done. They're worth a decent amount of XP. Kinda sucks that I'm gonna have to go all the way around over there, wherever, but it's fine, I guess. I won't have to go all the way, I don't think. Let's see here, should be able to turn right, probably jump across. Oh, it's a dry dock.
Place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Indeed. Warning note. Hello, boys. About your last message concerning your mission to loot corpses in Southwark. Only say it once. Deal with it. And be glad I don't report your protest to Edwina. She might go there to cut your balls off. Little Bird also told me you made a few jokes about what I saw by the pier. So now I'm just a loony scared by his own shadow? Or a nutcase who mumbles and tremors like an old woman about ghost stories? Good. I like it when my boys are happy. Be assured that Nutcase will come to piss on your bloody carcasses after the monster I saw sucked your brains out. Enjoy the following nights, fellows. I heard they will be foggy and rainy. Booth D.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Alright. This one was East End Docks. Okay. I think that for that guy, I'm gonna go ahead and burn them all because he's a fraud. And since I'm trying not to let people die, I mean, they've happened a couple times on accident. But
Not a safe place right now, sir.
yeah, I know, that's why I'm leaving. That and because I don't want to bother fighting you because it's annoying. If you guys could just bug right off then, please. I'd be grateful. Reminds me, how many bullets? Ooh, nice. I have plenty now. Stocking up on shotgun shells was a good idea, I think. Especially since my boomstick now. Since it's a double-barreled shotgun, I can truly call it my boomstick. Since it does so much damage, it's kind of the ideal weapon to have ammo for. Every time I make that reference, it makes me kind of almost want to see The Evil Dead again. The original one. In all of its low-budget horrorness, because it was dumb and goofy and...
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
You know, it's weird sometimes when you think about blood, the reactions that people have to it. I gave blood a few times when I was in high school, and I honestly would just sit there and watch it for the first little bit, just because it was interesting. It had to poke me the first time like 5 times because my veins are kind of deep in my elbows and wrists. So yeah, that was kind of a pain, but interestingly enough, when I went to the doctor last for a checkup, I was watching them take a blood sample, and it was just a small blood sample. It wasn't the full, I think, pint like they take giving blood, and I actually passed out for the first time ever. It's a very surreal, strange experience.
Hello again, Dr. Reed.
I think it's because all I literally had for breakfast that morning was a couple pieces of toast. A few. So, I think that was just my bad, not having anything to eat. Because I never had that problem before. Even when I get bloody noses or my knuckles get all cracked up, I have no problems with blood. It is very weird. It was interesting.
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark. It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot Boys thank you for your help.
Alright.
Goodbye, Miss.
There's that one. Only 100 experience. That's kind of wimpy. I guess it was pretty low level. I don't know. Should I burn his posters or should I not? Oh, a rogue Volcod. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not really in the mood to fight a Volcod.
No civilians allowed! Mine! I'll kill him!
Yes, having this much stronger now is very, very helpful.
Informing London's inhabitants of the presence of vampires. What does that make me? A double or a triple agent?
Or a quadruple agent. I mean, my best friend is already doing so. You trick-shotted me. Oh wow, that actually killed you. I thought that didn't actually do any damage. Oh well.
Done. Mr. Throgmorton should be happy.
Indeed. Now you guys don't do nearly as much damage. You won't have none of my blood. I will have all of yours. There, that was very easy now, wasn't it? Yeah, now that you guys are lower level, you're so easy. Your dodge means nothing to me now. The extra stamina is really great. Treatment for fatigue, treatment for anemia. What do you know? Nothing great. Actually, you gave me a lot of stuff, so I guess it was worth something then, wasn't it? There you are.
Good evening, sir.
I am not safe. I should never have come back here. My life is in danger. I know it.
You're much safer here than in that contaminated area.
Bullets kill people quicker than diseases and epidemics, Dr. Reed.
Do you need help?
Death by disease or by...
Well, I have nothing to stop the bullets, but this should make you feel better.
You have a strange sense of humor, Dr. Reed. But thanks anyway.
I'm gonna talk to you at all yet.
What can you tell me about this district?
The East End docks only knows one rule. Dog eat dog, and blood calls for blood. The gang will have their revenge on me one way or another.
What did you do to the
What
game?
can you tell me about the locals?
Oh, wait, didn't you kill the guy?
Most people would say that Sean Hampton and Tom Watts are good men who try to sort things out. But for me, the real boss around there was my best friend, Jack Gillingham.
Jack Gillingham, you say?
Everyone round there knew Jack. He was a rock. A mountain, even. He feared nothing.
Your friend Jack has something to do with you fleeing to the contaminated area where I found you. I want to know more.
Jack is dead. That's all you need to know. Dead because of me. So much violence. So much sorrow. All of that because I refuse to be insulted again.
No man can predict the exact outcome of his actions. It's the curse we have to live with. We can only gamble and do what we think is best.
Perhaps you're right. The district was doomed before I was born. But I cannot stop myself thinking that Jack died for me.
Why do you say that?
After I killed that gang member, the Wet Boot Boy suspected Jack. And being loyal and all, he did not refute the accusation.
You are not going to spend the rest of your life hiding, Rodney. What are you planning to do?
Honestly, I have no idea. How am I supposed to live while so many have suffered because of me?
Only you can answer that question. But one thing is certain. Since you owe Jack your life, I think it's fair to live it in a way that would make him proud.
That's the kind of thing Jack could have said, Dr. Reed. Thank you for that. I believe you're a good guy too.
Hey, I'm a doctor. It's my job to help put you on the right path of life, whether it be medically or mentally.
The death of your friend has affected you deeply, hasn't it?
Jack Gillingham was the real deal. He believed we could change the world if we were united and focused enough. And he brought out the best in each of us.
You're right. He died to save you. That alone gives me an idea of the kind of man he was.
He was the bravest. And no one dares to say openly that he got killed by those bastards.
Your friend's plan was audacious, if not reckless. No one stands up by themselves to a gang like the Wet Boot Boys.
How dare you say that? You never met him.
Goodbye, Mr. Grader. Take care.
Alright. Mr. Throgmorton. There you are.
The Wet Boots shouldn't be fighting each other. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Do you need my medical attention, sir?
I appreciate your...
Yeah.
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
Those people needed protection. He was the shepherd, I was the watchdog. But I let them down and Mr. Hampton got killed.
Goodbye.
Alright, I believe that was all of the stuff here. Oh yeah, can't do hers because she decided to go up and turn into a skull. Him, almost done. I need to find that and that, so I think that right now I'm just going to make my way back to you. Which requires me, let's see. Probably the quickest way is to go back down around here. Here. Actually, no, I suppose, because this way should be open at this point finally. Pretty sure I opened that stuff. Okay, so I need to go this way. That's right, get wrecked. Go through here. Yeah. It should take me where I want to go. You guys fight it out down there, I don't really care. There, all dead. With your stupid spamming. Thank you. Just die. I did not click that. I wanted to pick up that. A good trigger part. There, die.
Crush the leech, boys! See them folks? This one's a top!
Give me all of your blood, all of your life essence. Hey, more shotgun shells. What do you know? That's right, she's upstairs. There you are.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Priwen.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
I guess she really does like Jonathan. Okay, now that that is done, I believe it's time for a little bit more story. To get rid of that. Oh, I have 4,000 XP again. Very nice. I forgot that this was also right here. Is that another Volcod? Oh, jeez. You take a long time to die, but you die in a very funny way, so I will forgive you for that. Find access A. Game, I would really appreciate it if you would allow me to look up. You are mine.
Fight for the
See? You are mine, not the other way around.
It's locked.
Game, for whatever reason today, is not allowing me to look up and down very much. Doesn't seem to like it. Oh, trust me, I'm not wanting to fight you.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that.
Alright. Let us see what is going on here. Did too much sitting today. Makes me stiff. Suicide note. I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking apart since that bitch infected me. For days now, she keeps hiding in her room, giving orders through little written notes, and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage, angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core, and she plans to infect everyone in this place, and everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, and at that time, all the theater's employees will be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water, since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refused to be an accomplice to this devilry. Alright.
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Come on, come to me.
You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
That's right, I see you down there.
Will they adore me again when they share my fate? For I have been raised through hate. But I offer only love.
There's not hardly anything to loot here. That's everything up here.
You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet. Alas, poor Doris, I knew her well, and many can testify to her kindness and beauty, for now she hides in shadow, ugly as sin. But when you burn and die, she will rise and be queen again.
No, I don't think they will adore you again. I don't know why I bothered to do that.
This is despicable.
Okay, can't go that way. Guess I'll go and take care of the two that are down here. Ooh, I got a strong blood serum. I could have gone down through that side door, but I'm gonna just go in through the oh. Screw you. I like walking in, the swagger walk, just walk in, smack her to death with an axe.
Who are you? You who dared enter my realm? Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. You killed here and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! On guard! Touché! Pardon to me, my servants! Avenge, behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they will share her fate? Arise and save your... My children, my beloved, die for the love of me.
Freaking get stuck in this dang corner. Let me get out of this dang corner.
Your blood will be mine. Here and obey, for your queen commands you. Attack! Hail, my father! Arise and save your queen, my slaves! I smell your fear. I summon him, my children of the night. Fight, maim, spit, my children, my beloved.
Ooh, I got a saber.
Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
By fire be purged. Guess she purged herself.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Sounds like a good idea.
Be strong, brothers!
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Lord, give us strength!
Do you think I would miss this game? Let me guess, they're gonna burn it down. Because, yes, probably.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing.
Indeed. Unnatural selection. Could you please quit jumping around like that? All I want is to suck your blood. There. Jeez. Is that so hard? Okay, now this I need to see. So this is 140 damage. It costs less stamina. It has the same attack speed, but I also haven't upgraded it with any damage upgrades. So last one puts you at 210. You're at 264. So 210 plus 30% puts you just about the same level. Although, you then wouldn't have the bleeding. I'm gonna wait and let you get upgraded first. Also, it's interesting, I didn't even have to use any ammo on her.
Jonathan.
Hello again, Ma.
Jonathan.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
'Cause I killed her.
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson, and my son-in-law? You're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye, son.
She may be old and seem like she's a little bit senile, but she seems to be a lot smarter than some people think. Let's see. Where is... There's one more in this... Oh, there's technically two. I can do that real quick, and then I can do that piece real quick. Ah, so she's in distress. Okay, well, that's easy enough to solve then. I do those two, and then I can evolve.
Don't come closer. Steady, boys.
I'll come closer if I want. Quit shooting.
Boom!
That was an extremely lucky bounce.
Filthy piece of shit!
Best be on you. It's one of them!
Can you please cycle to the right person?
We have to stop it! Mine! Shit, that leech is fast! He's too fucking fast!
Oh, I got a good handle part.
He's mine! I'll take it!
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
How do I get to this person then? Do I need to see if I can go around here? I may try it.
Problems. As long as you have the money.
This district seems to get uglier every year.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, so there's literally no way for me to get over there, so I guess maybe I'll see if the story quest will unlock the way? Since it is Dawson's mansion.
As long as you have the money.
Because I haven't found any other way to get over there. And it shows as one of those quests, so I can't advance the knight, otherwise she's gonna die. So I'll probably do this, and I probably won't advance the knight unless I absolutely have to. That way I can still save her. So I'll probably just do this, and then get off for the evening.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed.
No, you're here.
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please, tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
I'm just a doctor.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on...
Not exactly.
Oops.
I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
I'm not sure I'm the best candidate for such a task.
I can hear the hesitation in your voice, Dr. Reed. I admire a man of principles. But in this matter, there is more at stake than your moral comfort.
It's not a moral question, Lord Redgrave. It's the responsibility of giving immortality to a man I barely know.
Nonsense. Aloysius has been a member of the Ascalon for years. This is but the fruition of a long-held plan.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
That's what they're after, probably.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
How?
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
Goodbye, Lord Red. Goodbye.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson, to make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper...
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
I am very tempted to go with her suggestion because I was kind of thinking, you know, what good is it for him to become an immortal? I did get the feeling that he was wanting it to be for other than honorable reasons. Just my feeling. I'm gonna see if there's any hints, and if I can talk to him beforehand, I will ask a little bit more. If I can mesmerize him and force him to answer some questions, and he doesn't give me anything decent, I will probably just get rid of him. Or let him die. One way or another. You can always just say, since there's no modern forensics, that he didn't survive the transition.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him.
I concur. Let's see. I need to see if I can make his blood quality go up. He might be one that I just don't allow. But regardless, I now have access to this area. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for the evening. I'm thinking probably Friday night I'll be back, maybe. I'm not sure because the Diablo 4 open beta opens back up, and I might want to try to get my barbarian to level 25, but we'll see. I'll see how I feel on Friday, so go ahead and sign up for tonight. Have a good evening.